I am the Witch Coach. I've been a practicing witch for over 38 years, a high priestess trained in traditional Gardnerian methods, an ordained minister, Reiki master in traditional and holy fire, and a doctor of divinity. I've also worked in mental health and social services, and I bring all of that into the work I do, combining spiritual wisdom with real-world support to help others grow, heal, and thrive. For decades, I've guided empaths, intuitives, and spiritual seekers to rediscover their inner light. I achieve this through sacred spaces designed for learning, transformation, and community. The mystical mentorship circle blends spiritual depth with practical skills. It's a paid group where I teach all kinds of things to help you find your spiritual stride, including psychic development, Reiki, divination methods, empathy, astrology, witchcraft, dreams, astral travel, ritual design, and more. Every lesson is recorded and available for self-paced learning, and members receive a weekly free spell or a custom 3-card reading live during Dancing with Witches. It's a space where magic becomes a lifestyle, and support is always within reach. The Witch Coach's Sanctuary and Marketplace is our free group. It's open to everyone and filled with resources, education, and spiritual support. We also feature trusted vendors, people I personally know, who offer magical tools, handmade goods, and enchanted items to elevate your practice. Sacred Shadow Healing is where the deepest work happens. This private online support group is dedicated to shadow work, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. I guide you through journaling, dream interpretation, triggers, trauma responses, inner child work, and subconscious awareness. It's a space of shared stories, gentle guidance, and sacred accountability. Because healing our shadows isn't just personal, it's communal. We grow together. We also have weekly live conversations and occasional Zoom meetings for group work and community. Each weekend, I read in person at Mythic Treasures in Rochester, offering free 1-card readings and full sessions at a range of prices. From crystal guidance to deep multi-deck spreads, I meet people where they are and help them step into clarity, confidence, and calm. I also lead the Mythic Open Circle, a monthly gathering for witches, pagans, and spiritual seekers of all paths and levels. Whether you're brand new or decades in, solitary, or part of a group, you are welcome. Each month, we explore a new topic, from spell work and energy management to communication with ancestors, always in a spirit of shared wisdom and community connection. And 3 nights a week, I host Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This isn't just a reading show. It's a full magical experience. Every episode features free 1-card pulls and distance Reiki, along with a powerful signature, spell, and custom spreads designed to align with the moon phase, seasonal energy, or cosmic influence of the moment. I also hold drawings for free priority readings, offer live mediumship, and deliver messages from deities, ancestors, or spiritual guides of your choosing. It's interactive, heartfelt, and deeply transformative. This is where magic meets community in real time. Outside the lives, I am a proud member of Get Mad Radio, our 24/7 radio station, distributed on iHeartRadio and accessible by saying, "I want to listen to Get Mad Radio" to your Google Home or Alexa devices. Our mission is simple: making a difference through the power of radio. We spotlight local artists, host soul-centered conversations, and bring community-driven content to the airwaves. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, my partner and dearest love, the Old Wolf, hosts Dancing with Wolves, a bold and witty show full of amazing music, satire, deep dives into life's chaos, and heartfelt interviews with artists and misfits alike. It's the kind of show that challenges you to think, laugh, and feel all in one sitting. And Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I host The Spiritual Spectrum, a show about energy, healing, growth, and inner transformation. Each week, we feature astrology reports from Jake, the master astrologer at Mythic Treasures, along with conversations that open the heart and stretch the spirit with guests from all walks of life. This is what I do. This is what we're building. A place where you can grow, be seen, be safe, and be magic. Happy Mabon, everybody! Hee hee hee! Oh yeah, we got the corn dolly out. We got our bowl set. And by the way, I have got to share with you, oh my God, I'm so excited about the new signature spell. So here's some info, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury. It's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, the Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell, or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds, when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year. So yeah, I am really excited about this because I tested, you can see there's already some ash and stuff in there. And I am using salt in the spell. So basically, all the ashes from this protection thing that I'm doing are going to be made into black salt, and I'm going to keep it in a special container on my protection altar all year long. So anybody who gets this spell is literally going to be a part of that black salt that is going to live on my protection altar for a full year. No lie. So this is going to be like a really extra powerful one. I will be doing it at least all week, possibly for the entire 14 days of the waxing moon. Sorry, I'm getting things shared out here real quick. But yeah, this is going to be fucking powerful. So just in case you wanted to see it again, this is what's going on. And I'll explain a little bit more about the spell in a second. In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury. It's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, The Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about its creation, okay? So, of course, anytime the moon is full or the new moon, I get this thing to where it either completely knocks me out and I am like in bed way earlier than I'm supposed to be, or what is normal for me anyway, or I am up all goddamn night. So guess which one was last night? I was up all goddamn night. I finally forced myself to bed sometime around 4 a.m. But I'm like, you know what? I'm thinking, what am I going to do for the spell tomorrow? And I started thinking, and I was in bed, like in my normal place, playing some games and just chilling, you know, and doing the thing. Okay, Chris, I got you on there too. Chris Cole, hold on. Chris Cole for the combo. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm going to go make a spell. I feel like I need to go do this. So I'm sitting here thinking and thinking and thinking and looking around and thinking. And I'm like, you know, I have those leftover corn husks. I wonder if they burn. I wonder how well they burn. So I got one of them out and I'm like, I burned it. And I'm like, oh, it burns actually kind of nicely. Wonder if, you know, this is a harvest thing, so maybe I should put some barley and salt on there. You know, I don't know. And so I go to look for my barley. Fuck. I used the last of my barley. So I got smart and I'm like, well, what other grain might I have? Oats. Oats are beautiful. They're another grain that represents the harvest because these come straight from, you know, you can eat them right off the bat. A little dry this way, but you can eat them like that, you know. Oats are a beautiful thing. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get my ritual salt, which is a kosher salt that I got out, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna make a protection spell out of this, and then I want to add in the whole refrain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. And then I'm like, well, do I do hoof and horn also? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do the hoof and horn because we're doing a protection spell. I ain't mentioning death on the protection spell, you know? So let me show you the spell, and this is fucking awesome. And it says, first we bring the harvest near, grain of the land, bounty made clear. And of course, that is our lovely little okay? And then an offering given, our blessings we send to guard and protect, to shield and defend. Then we have salt. With salt of the earth, protection is laid, and barriers strong where shadows fade. And then we have our little husk, which will have your name on it, and we stick that in there. And of course, I write it with my magic Sharpie. What makes it magic? Me. And I write your name or the name of the person we're protecting on there, and we stick it in there. And then upon this husk, the name we write, held in the fire, sealed in light, we set this thing on fire. And then while it burns, because it does take a second to burn, we do corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. And of course, I wanted to change it up right after that and call upon a demand upon the gods, because we've given them an offering. So we've given them something. I expect something in return, goddammit. And by the gods of harvest, hear this claim, protect the one who bears this name. And it's a direct call on the gods. It's not asking, it's saying, hey, we giving you shit, your turn. So yeah, Ann Van Dyke, I got you on there. Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, this is the shit we're doing tonight. In case you haven't noticed, look at that kick-ass new altar graphic. Yeah. Okay. everybody go, ooh, ah, wow, over that pretty little altar graphic. I asked, like I kind of went back and forth, and I had a nice one I was really proud of for like my Mabon post in general. And I'm like, okay, I want to redo this one, but I want to do it like for the altar thing. And just like, I want to put it out in the middle of a field, like we're ready for sitting down and feasting together. And we have the night and day in equality. And I'm just so happy. There you go, Sang. Ooh, ah, wow. Thank you, Sang. I appreciate you sang my song. 222. All right. I'll be singing your song all along. Ooh, ah, wow. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, if you guys want to get on the free list, by the way, here's how.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm live on Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Every Monday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 9 p.m., and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have occasional daytime shows at random, so be sure to follow. I offer free readings on every live show. The free readings are the reading of the day, and you do not get to ask a question. To join the free list, simply like this video, subscribe or follow me, share this live stream, and then comment the word shared. Your reading will happen during breaks in the priority readings, whether you are here or not. So if you miss it, just go back and rewatch the video on Facebook or YouTube. For those who tip any amount at all, you'll skip the free list, join the priority list for your reading, be able to ask a question, and receive a complimentary money spell blessing. Additionally, you can donate for specialty readings as listed to the right of your screen for $20. It's $35 for mediumship to connect with your departed loved ones, or $30 for a channeled message from a divinity of your choice. You can also donate $13 for tonight's signature spell to be cast here on the show, or tonight's signature reading. You could get both for only $21. Ask about what tonight's spell is about. All who donate money for anything go on the priority list and skip the free list line. Your support is truly valued by me and my family, helping me continue to share these moments with you. Don't forget to invite your friends and tune in at the start of every live show for a free Reiki healing experience. Thank you for your generosity, and may you receive abundant blessings as you have blessed me.
All right, I'm going to assume Amy, Chris, and Ann have already shared. If you already shared, then let me know that you've already shared, because I went to go get my shares and my little chat window was like, technical glitch, please hit reload. And I said, okay. And I hit reload. And yeah, okay, I got you shared. I've got the donations down. I just hadn't copied all the shared people out of my thingy yet. So yeah, like, subscribe, and share if you want to get on the free list. We're going to do some Reiki here in a minute. Now, before you guys ask, this is my corn doll. All right, this is my harvest doll. I made her Mabon last year. She represents the harvest. She's got like my hair in there and a charm in there and shit like that. You can make your own corn doll. It's not too hard actually at all. It just requires some corn husks and some water and whatever the heck, and some twine and whatever the heck you want to stuff inside for a charm or whatever. So she is presiding over this month or this year's Harvest Festival once again this year. So she is back. So yes, my corn doll's back, and you're gonna be in trouble. Protected shit. Oh yeah. All right, so I am in full fucking swing tonight. I'm just saying. Okay, have my nice ritual shower. I feel good. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, the holiday is here, and yes, I am happy. All right, so the only people I've got so far on the list are Amy, Chris, Ann, and Sang Your Song. If you've shared and want to get on the free list for a free card, free reading, and possibly to win the free mini reading as well, let me know you shared right now. Priority list is Amy, Chris, and Anne. All of those are the 3 on the priority list right now. We're going to get into our Reiki here, okay? So let's get into some Reiki. Now, for those of you guys who are not familiar with Reiki, there you go. I knew that I would. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So good. Pom, pom. So good. Because I got you. Pom, 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 pom. Okay, I'm done. Uh-oh.
Fucking witches can have fun.
We're having fun. In my defense, it's a new moon and I was left unsupervised.
Not Halloween yet. Fuck off.
It's every day is Halloween for a witch. Love it when the wolf pops in. Alrighty, so yes, Sang, I got you down, sweetie. All right, so for Reiki requests go for anything that you would also go to a doctor for: mental health, mental, physical, spiritual. Okay, you would see a doctor, mental health professional, pastoral person, whatever. That's what Reiki's for. What Reiki is not for: spell work, protection spells, finance spells, things like that. Okay, that's what Reiki is not for. All right, so when I'm asking you to share your Reiki requests, then just, first of all, this is kind of like prayer requests. It doesn't cost me energy. All I'm doing is directing the universal life energy. Cindy, I got you down. And Mary putting you down as well. Excellent. How are you, Miss Mary? So, and yes, anybody who gets a spell is going to have their protection living on my dark energy altar, my protection altar, for a year, for a whole freaking year. Okay. So here we go. We're going to begin. And I think we're going to go on a starry night journey tonight.
Greetings and welcome. I'm here to guide you through a Reiki healing journey in the quiet whispers of the night, beneath a tapestry woven with glittering stars and the ethereal glow of the northern lights. There exists a sanctuary for the soul. This is not just any garden. It is a realm where the mind's turmoil meets the tranquility of nature and healing begins. Right now, in this sacred space we have created here, your journey into deep healing and profound peace through Reiki begins. Remember to type in your Reiki healing requests in the comments for targeted Reiki for your needs. Tag others who may need Reiki as well. You can also submit healing Reiki requests for others also. For example, you can ask for Reiki for healing or easing a physical pain or ailment, such as your back, your knees, or any other pain. Perhaps you have anxiety or are hurting emotionally. You can request Reiki to heal your emotions and provide calm, clear thinking. If you have a friend or loved one that is sick or hurting, you can ask for Reiki for them to heal from whatever they need. Just type your healing request in the comments, and I will focus Reiki towards your need and theirs. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and prepare to receive healing Reiki energy, and embark on a meditation that not only promises relaxation, but also spiritual rejuvenation. We journey together now to the Garden of Serenity, a garden that exists inside our hearts and outside of time. As you settle into this moment, imagine yourself stepping into a peaceful, lush garden. The soft murmur of a fountain fills the air, mingling with the scent of night-blooming flowers. Above, the sky is a velvet canvas, dotted with countless stars, and painted with the vibrant colors of the aurora borealis. Feel the cool night air against your skin as you find a comfortable place to sit beside the gentle fountain. Here, under the night sky, you are safe, you are valued, and you are about to connect with the healing powers of Reiki. Let go of the day's burdens as we begin this journey together. Remember to ask for the targeted healing that you or your loved ones need in the comments below. Take a deep breath in through your nose slowly filling your lungs with the cool, fragrant air of the garden. Hold it for a moment, and as you exhale the breath through your mouth, imagine releasing all the tension and stress that has been weighing on your shoulders. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation, each muscle letting go and relaxing, each thought gently fading into the background. Inhale peace, seeing a clean white energy enter your body. Exhale tension, letting it fall from your breath into the ground. Let the rhythm of your breathing guide you deeper into a state of complete relaxation, preparing your body and mind for the healing that is flowing from me to you. Reiki is a form of energy healing that originates from Japan. It is a technique that involves the channeling of universal life energy through the hands of the practitioner into the body of the receiver. As you are listening to this guided meditation, I am tapping into this universal energy to facilitate healing for you and for those you have requested healing for. All who are present, who we focus on, and who watch this now, or even watch it later, will have access to this energy. In your mind's eye, as you rest in this garden, visualize and feel this healing energy flowing into you, soothing and revitalizing every part of your being. Visualize a warm, glowing light enveloping you, seeping through your skin, muscles, and bones. Feel it in your heart, soothing your emotions and leaving you with a sense of peace and well-being. Feel it healing. Feel it mending. Feel it replenishing every cell with vibrant energy. Feel it leaving you relaxed yet full of energy, with the energy going to every area that is hurting and leaving warmth and peace in place of pain. Look around you in your mind's eye. The garden is alive with the gentle rustling of leaves and the whisper of the wind. The fountain's water cascades with a rhythmic, hypnotic sound, each drop reflecting the moonlight and the dancing colors of the northern lights. Notice the softness of the grass beneath you, the fragrance of jasmine and lavender in the air, enhancing your relaxation. This garden is a sanctuary, a sacred space created for healing and reflection. Lift your gaze to the heavens. The stars shine with a clarity only seen away from the city lights, each one a beacon of hope and peace. The northern lights swirl in magnificent ribbons of green, blue, and violet, a spectacular display of nature's beauty. Feel these celestial bodies' energy as part of the universal life force used in Reiki. Allow their light to wash over you, bringing with it healing and peace that transcends all understanding. Focus now on your personal healing intentions, whether it is physical pain, emotional stress, or spiritual seeking. Hold your intention clearly in your mind. Feel the Reiki energy intensify as it aligns with your needs, flowing more purposefully through your body. Visualize this energy as a bright light, growing in intensity, targeting areas of discomfort or imbalance, restoring them with every cycle of your breath. As you continue to embrace the healing energy, remember to type your Reiki healing requests into the comments below. Share what you wish to release or manifest, and let our collective energy support your healing journey. Feel the power of community and shared intention, knowing that as you type your request, you are not alone. Others are here, each with their own stories, each supporting you in your healing. Now, fully immerse yourself in the celestial spectacle above. Imagine the northern lights as a curtain of divine energy, cascading its healing power upon you. Each color vibrates with life. Each movement of the lights massages your aura, cleansing and fortifying. Draw this celestial energy down into your crown, feeling it permeate your being, aligning your spirit with the universe's vast, compassionate heart. Search within yourself for any remaining pockets of tension or resistance. Visualize the Reiki energy as warm, soothing water, washing over these areas, loosening tightness, dissolving worries, and clearing blockages. Allow yourself to let go completely. Trust in the healing process. With each breath, release these last vestiges of stress and feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true self. As our session nears its conclusion, take a moment to reflect on the journey you've undertaken in this garden under the stars. Notice the changes in your body, mind, and spirit. Feel the deeper sense of peace, the renewed energy, the heightened awareness of your inner world. Embrace a heart full of gratitude for this experience, for the healing received, and for the beauty of the universe that supports and nurtures us all. Begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, feeling the physical connection to your body reawaken. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, slowly open your eyes, returning to full consciousness with a renewed sense of peace and vitality. Stretch gently, feeling the fluidity of your movements, appreciative of the healing and relaxation you've experienced. Thank you for your presence and participation in this Reiki meditation. Your energy and intention have contributed to the sacredness of this healing space. As we close, carry with you the peace and healing you have experienced this Reiki healing session. And remember that this garden beneath the stars is always here for you. May you walk forward into your world refreshed, healed, and whole. We look forward to welcoming you back to this tranquil spot in future sessions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or follow and share so we can invite more people to come and share in the good vibes. Namaste. The divine within me sees and honors the divine within you. Take a moment to let me know how this Reiki healing session has impacted you today.
Ooh, that's strong. My eyes are watering. You guys ever get that when you're dealing with energy too much or a lot and your eyes get all watery and stuff? Happens to me. Like, I'll yawn, my eyes will get watery. Yeah. So, and thank you, Amy. I turned my mic back on and then instantly gave a cough. And I do believe we should bless people for coughing as well, you know. Feel calmer. Good. How's your pain levels, though? I was really working a lot on not just the emotional energy, but bringing physical pain issues and levels down. So, yeah. And for those of you guys like, saying, yeah. How'd you like it? This is your first time with my Reiki, so, how was it? Was it good for you? You need a smoke? Hold on, I need a smoke. It was good for me. Ah, yeah, yeah, stress relief third tier, absolutely. Good. For the Reiki, I put my doll down to kind of use as an effigy for the Reiki, and I put my moonstone in the offering bowl, black moonstone, since we're on the new moon kind of thing. How has your head been, Jarek? I've been really concerned because I know your head's been... Well, did you get my answer to your question earlier? You were asking about like when in a 28-day thing would Samhain show up. And the main thing is that the 4 solar holidays are based on what the skies are doing. So the solar holidays are based on the equinoxes and the solstices. We have 2 of each. The equinox, which is what we have today, which is Mabon or Mabon or Mabon, or take your fucking pick. I switch depending on whatever. My default, of course, is the southern Mabon. We like to talk about Mabon in the South, okay? Because everything's with the A. Mabon. All right? Yeah, my southern accent can come out once in a while. Pretty fucking good at it because I grew around it. All right? So, yeah, I do my southern accent. I'm sure if we want to talk in a British accent, they would probably go with Mabon or Mabon, because that was more around what? The name, the mythical figure name, and it would be from a Welsh mythology. So they will probably go with Mabon or Mabon, something like that. Okay, so that's if we're being proper Brits with our finger out while we drink Gatorade. I feel fancy now. Okay, so however you say it, doesn't fucking matter. The day and the night are equal length at this point. All right. And then on the solstices, that is the longest point of either the longest night or the longest day. Or you can say the shortest point, shortest night or the shortest day. In Yule, we have the longest night and the shortest day. At summer solstice, we have the longest day and the shortest night. The other points in the wheel of the year are actual midpoints and are meant to be had right in between those. Okay, so technically, and I researched it out, and this year, Samhain officially falls on November 7th, not October 31st. We celebrate Halloween on October 31st. Many of us celebrate Samhain on October 31st. Some do the full moon that is closest to Samhain. Because that's considered almost a lunar festival, what have you. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that kind of explains a little bit of the wheel of the year. All right. Now, let's, so far, people I have on the free list are Amy, Chris, Ann, Sang, Lady Cindy, Mary Sharkus, Jarek, Rebecca, and Rachel. So, if you're not on the free list, then here's how you get on it.
To ask a question, please donate using the pinned comment. You can donate any amount to ask a question or get a specialty reading or the signature reading of the night. The free reading is a general reading only. You can donate any amount to ask a question for a small reading or donate for a specialty reading as indicated on your screen to the right. If you want to be on the free list, like, share this video, and subscribe to this page. Comment shared to be added to the list. Tippers are skippers, and they bypass the free list, receive a prosperity blessing, and get priority. Once you are on the free list, I will say your name to confirm you are added to the list, and your free general 1-card reading will be read during breaks in the priority readings and will be read for you whether you are here or not. Thank you from my family to yours for your ongoing support.
So what we see here is our Mabon ritual setup, except for the Reiki stones, which I realized, oh, I need to move my Reiki stones out the fucking way. That's going to be hard to get to the offering bowl with the Reiki stones in the middle of the way. So, yes, and I have some beautiful fall jaspers wrapped around our offering bowl. They're fall color jaspers, and that's our connection with the earth. And I have it set up as a trichetta, okay? So it's kind of hard to see that, but, you know, there it is. Let me see if it's... I moved it. So there we go. There we are. So let me just kind of pull it out, and that way you can see that that's set up as a trichetta. Trying to get it to where you guys can see it a little bit better. And that way we have that kind of blessing around. And this is our selenite bowl that we are using, okay, for our offering bowl, so that we are cleansing any of the negativity off as we are casting all that wonderful, beautiful protection energy. All right, let me move this back a little bit so you can see the trichetta a little bit better. There we go. All right. So this is kind of what we got going on. This is what we're doing. This is what we're making happen. All right. So, yes,
and
the power of
welcome.
three.
I'm here to guide you through a Reiki healing journey.
No,
in
we're
the
not
quiet
doing the Reiki
whispers
no
of the
more.
night,
No, quit it.
beneath
Stop
a
it. Go away.
tapestry
No,
woven
God,
with
dang
glit-
it, motherfucker. Thank you. Sorry. Whew, I'm gonna put my fan on me. I'm getting warm because, you know, getting magical and shit, and that makes me feel warm. So I got this fan too in case I need it, which I need it. Ooh, oh, that feels good. All right. So, first person up on the list is Amy Marie. So let's get your spell going, girlfriend. Okay. So we're gonna get out our salt and our barley here, and we're gonna have them in and ready. Amy, whose name am I putting down on our protection tonight with my magical Sharpie? Yes, I'm assuming it's you, but you know what they say about assuming. And you can do this spell multiple times, you guys, for different people. You only need to do it once per person. But if you've got different people that you would like the spell cast for, you can totally do it. It's just one name per spell because we don't want to dilute the protection. You know what I mean? Jarek says his head is on and off. I've had a migraine basically since Thursday, a little relief Sunday evening and today. But neurologist is going to see about an infusion treatment along with a Joby. What the fuck's a Joby? Well, you can only pick one name, Amy, so give me one name for it. Like I said, we don't want to dilute the energy. It is one name per spell. No, you or Stormy. It is one per person. Cats are people too. Trust me. Ask mine. They'll tell you they're people. Stormy? Okay. Stormy it is. Hey. Stormy. I know it looks backwards, but hey. All right. So we're going to have Stormy here waiting for us. And since it's a kitty cat, here's kitty cat. We're going to put the kitty cat right here watching over the spell. Because, you know, kitty cats like watching shit and getting involved in shit. All right. Wait until you guys feel this shit. All right, this is. All right. Oh, and there was something else I was gonna put in here. Not this one. Not this one. Whenever I make black salt, I like sticking a little bit of incense in with it. So I figured I'd stick some incense underneath everything that burns. And this is my peace incense that was done by Gloria Thayer. So it'll kind of get burned in there as we are doing our spells. It's not a part of the spell itself, but I will just be adding some of this incense in from time to time to keep it going. All right. Whew. Call upon the God and Goddess. Call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon all the gods of the harvest, the gods of quality, the gods of the liminal spaces as we stand here at the equal part of night and day, as we stand in the balance, to cast the Mabon Harvest of Protection ritual for my friend Amy Marie and for her cat, Stormy. First, we bring the harvest near. Grain of the land, bounty made clear. An offering given, our blessings we send to guard and protect, to shield and defend. With salt of the earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. On the husk, a name we write, held in the fight, sealed. Corn and grain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. By gods of harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name. Ooh. Wow. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Holy shitballs! Holy shitballs! Amy? Dang! Ding 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 ding. Wow. You feel that shit? Alright. We are going to look at, and I am using a special deck for this spell. We're going to look at, and it's an oracle deck that we're using for this, the reading that accompanies with this. So as you notice, I put us on the full desk cam here because I need this space right here. I don't want to move this right now for this. So first thing for our Mabon protection ritual is looking at what are the dangers that are approaching. And this card's going to unveil the shadows that are at the threshold, the energies or the forces that would seek to unravel your peace. It names the pitfalls, warns of what needs to be watched so that no hidden harm takes root. And here we have the Stargazer Summit. Okay. And what I'm feeling with this as far as the harm goes here. Okay. We forgot that we had to do this. This is, as far as the harm goes, is that there are people who are, in this case, shrouded with light, but are they themselves darkness? I want you to really get a look at this here. And that's how this is really kind of, they are shrouded in light, but they are bodies of darkness themselves. So the light, as you see, is coming from what they are shrouded in. In other words, they're virtue signaling. They are fakers. They are not true light bringers. They are not the ones that are bringing the light from within themselves. They're clothing themselves in light, pretending to be in love and light. They're pretending to be, they're pretending to be something they're not, basically. They're pretending to be all wonderful and great. That's where your shadows are coming from. That's where the dangers are coming from, is these fake witches, as Wolf calls them. He calls them fake witches, okay? So, yeah, that's where the problem is the fakey. They got the fakey. They got the fakey. Okay? Now, the Promise of the Gods is our second card. And this is the thing that talks about what the divine is promising you with the spell. The card in this place is the shield, the hand extended from the god, the sacred oath that you're not left unguarded. It's a reminder that the harvest gods walk beside you, wrapping you in the strength of their protection. All right, and here we have the introspection. And this is the promise that I'm feeling with this, is that if you take a moment to be silent and honor them, you will feel their presence tangibly, okay? So taking a silent moment to honor the gods will absolutely call their physical presence to interact directly with you. So their promise in this spell of protection for you is that if you take a moment to look within, they will tangibly show their asses to you in some way, shape, form, or emotion, okay? And then this last one is the harvest that's yours, okay? And this one is really, really kind of awesome because this is the final place, the card that will reveal to you what you're going to gather as the fields are cleared, okay? The blessing that's going to fill your storehouse and keep you going through this dark part of the year kind of thing, you know? And for you here, we have the stairway to starry, okay? So the harvest that's yours is you're on the right path and you're getting to ascend. You're going upwards, onwards, and higher and greater points to the real self, like the stairway to heaven kind of thing. That walking this path is going to bring you to a glorious heaven kind of thing. All right, so this is your harvest, that you are working through all of this and making this shit work. I mean, I think that that's a beautiful, tangible context, you know, the stairway to the stars. Let me show this one to you a little bit. Okay, right there. Isn't that gorgeous? You know, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Freaking love this. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love this deck. Just saying. All right. So, that being said, you had additional questions. Now, did you want to ask an additional question or did you want an additional spell? Because I wasn't sure that's what you were asking on that. So if you got questions, I got answers. So, Amy, you donated for additional stuff. Meanwhile, while we're waiting to see what you want with that, I'm going to, and I still have not reset my bowl here, but here, we're going to move this off. And we're going to do our money spell here. All right. And here we go. Money, money unto thee. Abundant wealth, 3 times 3. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will. It is now done. So mote it be. All right. So you want the confirmation of are you or aren't you? Is that what you're looking for on that one? So let's see what we got. Are you or aren't you? So let me go back over to the full dust cam because, again, I don't want to move this shit around too terribly much. And we'll pull some cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, some of you guys are wondering if you know, are you or aren't you what? No, it's not. Is she or isn't she pregnant? Okay, just before you start going. It's just a question involving others. So let's see what we've got going on here. We're starting off with the Justice card, then into the Page of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, and 7 of Swords. And the short answer to this story is you are, Amy. The answer is yes. This is somebody who feels like that you are, and I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to come out and do it. You are not authentic. This is in this person's point of view. They don't feel like you are authentic, and they have enlisted other people in this viewpoint. And they've got some definitely seriously unhealed trauma. And they're playing nice to your face, okay? But the short answer is yes. And the funny thing is that everything that I'm picking up is the ones involved in this shit are not necessarily old hats at this. They're fledglings themselves. They're making it up as they go along, thinking they're all this and that, okay? So The answer is yes, because they got some serious unhealed shadows, and because of that, they can't stand anybody else fucking succeeding. Okay, so the answer is, unfortunately, you are. Okay? Gotcha. But apparently they just think you're fakey, so they want to turn around and punish you or get you out or take what you have. All of the above. Anything. Just like, how dare you have when we don't? Man. That's not a healthy attitude. You know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So the answer to your question is yes, ma'am. But you got this, and if you need me to do any kind of breaking or whatever, holler. But I also know that you are more than capable yourself here. So yeah, there's that. All right, Chris Cole. Chris Cole, where you at, my love? And you'll see me messing up the things that are in here once in a while because, like I said, I will be making a black salt out of this. So it'll be lasting a hot minute or 5 on my altar. So, yeah. If anybody wants to get, like I said, the signature spell tonight, I will be doing this for this week for sure and possibly into next week. But here is what we're doing. And, yeah, I got you.
In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury, it's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, the Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell, or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds, when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year.
All right, so Chris Cole, it is your turn, my love. Whose name are we putting on this corn husk for you, my dear, with my magic Sharpie? Welcome back, Lady Cindy. So I have my magical Sharpie at the ready. Woohoo, magic Sharpie. See? Ooh, it blurs. Ooh, does that look magical? Not. So are we doing your name, Chris? There's Natty. Hey, Natty. So, what was wrong with your phone, Cindy? Happy Equinox to you, my sister. And yeah, to answer your question, I just saw your question. So yes, we can absolutely do that. We will do one for you and one for your boy. All right, yours, of course. Hey, I don't assume. I assumed Amy was going to do Amy, and Amy did kitty cat. Okay, so Chris. It's gold. Mary Mabon to you, my dear. All right, so we have your name prepared and ready here. All right. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all. At this time of balance, on this Mabon night, at this equinox time, where the night and the day are together as we prepare to go into the dark of the air, to cast this Mabon harvest of protection spell for my friend and sister, Chris Cole. First, we bring the harvest near, grain of the land, bounty made clear, an offering given, our blessings we speak, to guard and protect, to shield, defend. With salt of earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. Upon the husk, a name we write, held in the fire, sealed in the light. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Ooh, something's coming against you, girl. I'm gonna have to cast some extra protection going on here. Add some more fire to it. And I did notice that this was happening when there was negativity that was being cast on people or around them or at them, that it has been definitely making the corn husk be like resistant to burning. So I figured, well, fuck it. If that happens, I will just do what I'm doing now, which is, God dang it, I said I want this person protected. They're going to be protected. By gods of harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Wow. Dang. All right, Chris, I don't know why you got haters of all people, but apparently you do have some energies that are working against you. We have definitely put a very strong protection in place for you, so fuck them. So, and oh, just so you guys know, if it's your energy working against you, it ain't gonna work no more. Because, yeah, I'll even protect you from your damn self if I need to. All right, Chris, let's see what our reading is for you, my darling. Let me come over here to our desk cam. All right, and let's look at first and foremost the dangers that approach. This card unveils the shadows at your threshold, to the energies and forces that would seek to unravel your peace, okay? So we have here the ritual. We have people who are trying to force you into into the way things are supposed to be. This is the way we've always done it. This is the ritual. This is the methodology. This is the way it's supposed to be. So you have to conform. You have to cookie cutter your way into this shit. Does that make sense? That's the darkness that's coming at you. People who are forcing you or trying to force you to fucking conform. All right. Let's see then. What is the promise of the gods? This is the divine vow for your protection here. This is the shield, the hand extended from the gods, the sacred oath from the gods that you are not left unguarded. And here we have inner peace. If you go within, you look within, take a moment to breathe, you'll feel the peace that passes all understanding that is given to you of the gods to let you know, even in the chaos time, just take a minute to breathe and you will be able to return to peace. That is their sacred vow, their sacred promise. All it takes is a moment of concentration and yeah, there it is. Okay. You'll be able to return to peace at will. All right. Now that doesn't mean that peace is just going to come without you thinking about it, but it does mean that when you go seeking that peaceful moment, it's absolutely going to work. All right. Now the harvest set is yours. This card reveals what you're going to gather as the fields are cleared. It's the blessing that's going to fill your storehouse, that safety, strength, and abundance that's set aside in your name here. And we have a releasing of fear, okay? A letting go of fear. There's been a fear mindset, a nervousness, a whatever. And what your harvest is that the fear will die. The fear will die. I like it. I like it. Peace, an absence of fear and a promise of peace. Fucking perf. That's fucking perf. I love it. So hopefully that helps and blesses you, my friend. Let's do your money spell here. Yes, I'm just sticking it right on top of the bowl. Here we go. Chris, money, money unto thee. Abundant wealth, 3 times 3. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. And yes, there's an origami dollar heart in here. And yes, this is real money that somebody origamied for me. Because I can't fold shit. I can fold fitted sheets, though. I can't fold origami, but I can fold fitted sheets. Just saying. Amber Peters, so glad to see you. How's life over there in the UK right now? I heard our king completely embarrassed your king and like made your king go like OMFG. Just saying. That all makes sense. Okay. You know, it doesn't have to make sense to me. As long as it makes sense to you, that's all that's good enough for me, you know? You know, I'm like constantly trying to perfect my trichetta here. Just because I want this freaking trichetta perfect. And it's just not a perfect thing. Hold on, let's do that, and then there, that's a little bit better. Yeah, okay. If Annette ever gets on here, she'll recognize these. No, well, did Annette give me those? Yeah, Annette gave me those. If Annette ever gets on here, she'll recognize them. So somebody tag Annette and tell her get our ass on here, and she'll see the necklace she gave me that's being used as a trichetta and a spell tonight. Because, you know, we witches use whatever, right? Oh, yeah, but it's actually pretty easy once you learn some tricks. And because of that, have you seen those like special banquet tables that have like, they're like fitted sheets and then you put them on the bottom of the thing? I always fold it for my friend Donna because, you know, that I know how to fold them in a way that actually folds and looks like it's neat, you know? By the way, this is my new Gatorade. I love it. It's cucumber lime or lime cucumber. You put the lime in the cucumber and drink it all together. Put the lime in the cucumber and drink the Gatorade. I said, doctor, will it cure my belly ache? I said, doctor, is this something I can take? You know? All right. Ant-Man Dyke, you're going to be up next. I'm going to pull a couple of freebies real quick and do our first drawing of the night. Remember, for the drawing, to get the 3 card, you have to be present to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 people on the free list. So let's do Hey Siri, I need a random number from 1 to 11. Random number is 11. So, Amber Peters, you win. Claim your win, my dear. I will let you know when it is your turn, but you get a free 3 card tonight. Yay! Congratulations, my dear. She's all excited. Happy Mabon, by the way. All right. Pull a couple of quick freebies. First of all, going with Amy Marie. Amy Marie, for you, for your freebie, we have The Lovers. And your quote on The Lovers here, it says, the heart has reasons that reason cannot know. And this is saying that you need to find your tribe, even when they don't seem like they would be your normal people. Follow your soul. Your soul will show you, and your soul will show you, even if you don't know why you're supposed to connect with that person, they'll show you who you're supposed to connect with, okay? Chris Cole, let's do yours real quick. Let's see what we got. Chris Cole, for you, we have the King of Cups. And it says, it is a good thing to be rich and to be strong, but it is a better thing to be loved. Okay? King of Cups is about being the calm in the storm, sweetheart. And it sounds like Griff is giving you a little bit of a storm right now, not getting involved in the middle of the drama, but being the anchor point that people can get refuge and return to is a good idea, you know? So hopefully that helps and blesses you there, my darling. Anne Van Dyke, you're up next. So who are we protecting? I'm guessing you. But here is your freebie card while we're waiting for you to tell me that for sure it's going to be your name on this spell. But Anne Van Dyke, we have the secret of success is constancy of purpose with the Knight of Pentacles. This is stand your ground. Don't let anybody move you. Don't let anybody phase you. Never let them see you sweat, kind of thing. All right, you stand your ground. Be able to go on this journey, this learning journey, but you stand on your principles. Okay, like Sir Galahad, I think is the one that found the Grail, or Sir Percival, but they didn't change who they were just because of all the chaos and crap that was going on in the land at that time, you know? All right, so are you the one going on our spell tonight, my dear? And if anybody wants to know, this signature spell, when it's done with completely, when I'm done casting it, I'm making black salt out of this and it's going to live on my protection altar all year long. So you will be on my altar getting that ambient energy for an entire year.
In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury, it's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, the Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell, or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds, when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year.
All right, so Anne Van Dyke, are you here, my dear? I haven't seen you type for a minute. So, Anne, where you at? Let me know if you're here. If Anne's not here, we'll go on into Jarek for right now. So, Jarek, why don't we go ahead and do yours, buddy? Whose name is going on your paper? Or on your husk, your corn husk? This is not really... Oh, there she is. Anne Van Dyke is here. Okay. So, it's you? Your name, Anne? All right. Get the magical Sharpie. All right. There we go. And wait, I can see it. Call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mabon harvest of protection here on Mabon as the night and the day hold equal sway. As we stand at the liminal space preparing for the winter, I cast this protection on my dear friend. First, we bring the harvest near, grain of the land, bounty made clear, an offering given. Our blessings we send to guard and protect, to shield and defend. With salt of the earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. Upon the husk, a name we write, held in fire, sealed in light. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. By gods of the harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Damn, this one's strong ass protection spell. How are you guys feeling this energy? Holy fucking shit, man. Damn. Woo, buddy. Hot damn. Hot. Diggity damn. All right. So let's see what we got going on for Anne. All right. So our first card is about the dangers that are approaching you. This card unveils the shadows at your threshold, the energies and the forces that would seek to unravel your peace. And we have new promise, okay? And what I'm feeling with this is that people who are promising you the fucking world, okay? People that are your biggest dangers are the people who are saying, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll take care of this, I'll take care of that. They're not making sincere fucking promises for you. Okay, the promises are not sincere. It is like the door in the middle of nowhere. You don't need to go through that door. You could just go around it and get the same results. In fact, you'd probably be better fucking off. Okay, because this bullshit narrative is just that, a bullshit narrative. Okay, the promise of the gods is here. We have the Echoes of Legacy card, and what I'm seeing this is we have a woman who is kneeling with a chest, and they're going to make sure that your your things that you are protecting, your secrets, your whatever that you're trying to hold within, that you're taking care of for yourself, is fully protected. I feel that this is a watchful eye, making sure that your strong box, as it were, is never left unguarded. Does that make some sense? So this is literally promising you the sentry, and you know, like a good sentry, if something's coming, you are going to get that disquiet. You're going to get that alert. Okay. And the gods have promised and assured you the sacred oath that you're definitely not going to be unguarded. They will watch sentry and be hands-on with what you wish to protect. So all you got to do is decide what you want to protect, and poof. All right. Now the harvest that's yours here, the final place for you, we have the Unity card. And what this is, we have this girl who is like holding, she got the whole world in her hand. She got the whole wide world in her hand. She got the whole wide world in her hand. She got the whole world in her hand. See that? Yeah. This is saying that regardless, you're gonna find where you belong. I'm feeling the unity. This is like your tribe. Like somehow as you connect outwards, as you connect kind of on a global level, you're gonna really find connections. You're gonna find your tribe. That includes what I'm feeling like is TikTok followers, maybe people who are on the mystic path on school. Okay, that sort of shit. You got that connection point. And you are going to be able to embrace that and bring unity between people who belong in your circle. So that's beautiful. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right. So, yeah. Let's do your money spell, Anne. And everybody who donates for anything gets a money spell. So here we go. Anne, for you. Money, money, unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. All the magic tonight. That's all I'm saying. All the magic tonight. Because I am telling you, I'm feeling it. And it is fucking powerful. As the kids would say these days, it's Riz. No cap. Does that make me sound silly? I think it makes me sound silly, but I'm so fucking amused by it. It's not even funny. Ooh, that's Riz. No cap. All the Riz. All the Riz. Okay, no cap. Now, I understand Riz. I understand sus. I don't understand no cap. I know what no cap means, but I don't understand its etymology, where it came from. You know, because Riz, Rizzle, Razzle Dazzle, shiny shit, awesome, you know, that kind of thing. But cap, no cap? Like, where does that come from? Sigma? Sigma is what? I don't know what sigma means. I mean, I know alpha, beta, sigma, like sigma being a Greek letter of the alphabet. I'm 50. Give me a break. Okay? I'm hip to be square. Hip to be square. Max headroom. That's my era. Okay? More Gen Alpha Slime. Sigma. What does Sigma mean? I don't understand the Gen Alpha slang completely. I'm trying to be hip with it. That was probably a wrong thing to say. I'm trying to be skibbity. Is that a thing? Yeah. Instead of like alpha male, it's saying you're cool. Sigma equals good. Okay. The Riz tonight is Sigma. No cap. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have new vocabulary. Okay. It's like learning a whole new language, right? Okay. So how'd that feel? Getting jiggy with it. Yes. That's also my era too. We're getting jiggy with it. All right, hold on. Here's another one. Can't touch this. Dun 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 dun. Can't touch this. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I'm doing my little hammer dance. Dun 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 Dun, 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 can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I know I'm a dork, and I'm happy with that. I don't know. I think they're fun. I think it's like learning a new language, right? Derek's like, I'm clueless. Okay. Hi, clueless. I'm Shiya. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I know that was a total dad joke, and I'm not even a dad. I'm a mom, not a dad. All right. So, Jarek, you want to put Chuck's name on the spell? Get your friends in tonight.
In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury, it's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, the Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell, or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds, when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year.
All right, so we've got Chuck's name down here. See, Chuck, 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 check it, check it, check it in the bucket, check it in the protections. Sorry, Chuck. I love you, Chuck. If he's listening, he's going to be like, okay, not like I've ever heard any of that shit before. I know you've heard it all. I know. So, really? All right. That's so stupid. I'm so tired of getting stupid political crap on my phone. Just came through and I'm like, really? Fine. All right, so Natty, in case anybody missed it, said maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Mabon energy. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Mabon energy. Yeah. I think it's Mabon energy. I think it's both. Once. All right. Call upon the God and Goddess. Call upon the Lord and Lady. Call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all. On this fall equinox Mabon day, where the night and the day are equally, I call upon the Mabon harvest of protection for my friend Jarek's dearest love, his husband, Chakra. First, we bring the harvest near, rain of the land, bounty of the earth. An offering given, our blessings we send to guard and protect, to shield and defend. With salt of earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. On the husk, a name right, held in the fire, sealed. Corn and grain, corn and grain. All that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, corn and grain. All that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, corn and grain. All that falls shall rise again. Something's eating away at him inside, Derek. You see this? It's internal. From my perspective, it's within. Something within is eating away at him. An attachment or something. By gods of harvest, hear this claim and protect the one who bears this name. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Do you feel that there, buddy? Do you feel that? Because how that really feels like the way the flame burned in that spell. And you guys have to pay attention when you're doing fire spells, especially to see how the flame burns, what's happening with the flame, around the flame. When you're tending your spell, when you're doing any of your own witchcraft, then you need to make sure you are paying attention to the burn and you are listening to your spirit, your intuition, and your psychic gift, if you have one, to what is going on with the energies around that. Jarek, what I really picked up for Chuck is that he has an internal attachment, an internal enemy. And in some cases, he is his own worst enemy. But there is something that is internal to him that is eating away at him. And we are doing what we can to protect him from everything, including his own internals. So be aware of that, okay? Hopefully that helps you in your understanding, my darling. Does that make some sense to you? But this is so important when you're doing your spell work, peeps, to pay attention to the messages in the flame. Pay attention to how it's coming across to you. Does that make some sense? So, hopefully that helps and blesses you. Natty. Natty, natty. Now, Natty, you've got 2 spells that you donated for, or actually 1 spell you donated for, 1 spell you're mentorshipping for, and the reading for yourself, correct? Now, I know you like to keep your boy's name offline, so when I write his name, I will absolutely write it in a face down dynamic, but we're going to cast this twice, okay? So, I'm not even going to put his full name. I'm just going to put R down because I think R will, the gods know. All right, so I have 1 prepared for R and 1 prepared for Natty. Well, I try to keep you in mind and your preferences and all that sort of thing. So yes. Call upon the God and Goddess. Call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all. On this Mabon, where night and day stand in balance at this liminal space as we prepare for the year, go to the darker half of the year, we call in our harvest and we call protection for the things that are needing protection. First, we bring the harvest near, grain of the land. bounty made clear, an offering given, the blessings we send to guard and protect, to shield and defend. With salt of earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong, shadows fade. On this husk, a letter that represents a name we write, held in the fire, sealed in light. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. By gods of harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name. With free will to all, and harm to none, as we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Now I call upon you again, staying in this sacred energy, for my dear friend and spirit, soul sister, and best. First, we bring the harvest near, grain of the land, bounty made clear. An offering given, our blessings we send, to guard and protect, to shield and defend. With salt of earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. On this husk, the name we write, held in the fire, sealed in the light. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. By gods of harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name. With free will to all, and harm to none, as we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, buddy. Woo. All right, so what I definitely felt off of the boy's spell, okay, is that he's got a lot of external forces that are trying to carry him into different spaces, but the gods are going to keep him rooted in his core knowledge, even if it seems like he's kind of going off a little bit here or a little bit there. They will keep him rooted in protection and in his core knowledge and in the core values that you have instructed him on, okay? What I felt like for you is that your protection is more about your peace and your energy. I feel like there are threats from within for you that were coming. I felt like a swirl of energy up underneath it, that these are hidden things hidden in the shadows, and internal to you, close to you energies that are your greatest issues. So let's take a looky-loo. By the way, I am really proud of my little stacking system right now for my spell ingredients, because here I have this one that has the corn husk in it. And then I have this one which stacks right in there that has the salt in it. And then this one that stacks right on top that has our oats in it, our grain. So I can just kind of stack it all up, doop, put it on the side, boop, and not take up a whole bunch of desk space with a whole bunch of spell components. Yes. All right, let's do your reading. Hello, Summer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Natty, let's see what your, first of all, what are the dangers that are approaching you? This card's going to unveil the shadows that are at your threshold, the energies or the forces that would seek to unravel your peace. It'll name the pitfalls and warns of what must be watched so that no hidden harm takes root. And here we have the balance. And what I'm really drawn to on this one for you, as far as the meaning and the energy on this one, is people trying to reorganize your world. Okay? People who are telling you that it has to be done this way or that way will leave you very precariously balanced. You need to maintain building according to your ways, according to the principles that you want, rather than trying to structure things out based upon everybody else's fucking desires. Okay? Hi, Dr. Priya. How you doing, babe? So yeah. That is the hidden danger right there. And I don't even feel like these people necessarily mean well. They just mean ill. It's just that this is the structure, this is the way they should think it should be built, but it is unsound for you, okay? All right, let me get you down. Summer, if you want to get a free reading, like, subscribe, and share, my dear. All right, then for you, Miss Natty, what are the gods promising you with the spell that we just did? And here we have the promise of the gods, the divine vow, okay? This is the shield, the hand that extended, the sacred oath that you're not left unguarded. And here we have forgotten dreams. And I feel like the gods are going to start coming to you in your dreams. And you may or may not remember them. However, your dreams will help you enlighten. They have committed to teaching you and kind of working your energy with you through your dreams. So that is fucking beautiful. That is a promise you can hold them to. Okay, I would start keeping a dream journal so you can start remembering these dreams, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of really great revelation. And the harvest that is yours is, we have here the burden. And it's interesting because what we see when we're looking at the burden is we see a guy that's meditating and has this huge rock over his head, but it's a proverbial rock. It is like not real, not really touching, and he's not letting it disturb his peace. And that's what I'm really drawn to on this for you, Natty. Okay, yeah, it is amusing to get the balance on the equinox. Yeah, for sure. Aw, wow, yeah, how is life over in Holland? I'll be doing some more daytimes. I'm gonna try to do a daytime tomorrow, I think. But here with the burden is the harvest that is yours in this case is revealing that you will be able to detach from those burdens and realize that you can still take time for your peace, even though you are being burdened by life, the universe, and everything. And yes, I'm being OCD with like lining up my cards. Sorry. I do that sometimes. But I feel like, again, those burdens are not going to crash on you. The gods will hold that up for you. That is your harvest. That, yeah, you got a lot of shit to do, but you're going to have the patience, the fortitude, the energy, and the inner peace to get it fucking done. All right, Amber, I see you donated too, by the way. So you're going to be up in just a second. We're going to do a couple of freebies real quick, and then we'll go to your free mini and whatever you donated for, my dear. But yeah, Natty, hopefully that it helps and blesses you, gives you a kind of a framework of understanding. And yes, I do think it's great that you got the balance on the equinox. So here you go. Natty, for you, Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Now, again, it is important to remind you guys that everybody who is getting the signature spell and reading, that this is going to be, this ash is not going to get blown out to the wind. It's actually going to be turned into black salt, protection salt, and will live in a salt cellar, salt kind of jar thingy that I have on my dark energy altar for an entire year. So, yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Does it make sense to you? I don't know why I was called tonight for the reading to use the Oracle deck, but it is absolutely making a shit ton of sense. So I like it. No, Chris, I did not. But I will put it down now. Like I said, I had a reset of the chat window earlier, so some of the earliest requests and shareds and whatever's got kind of ganked and missed. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, I know. Hang in there, Mama. Hang in there. It's rough. It's rough. Trust me, I know. I have several friends of teens or coming of agings that are struggling right now. A few empty nesters. One that's not an empty nester, but would probably very much like to be. The struggle is real. This is not an easy time for our teens and our youth these days. And as much as we may want to, oh my God, let me bitch about the teens. I cannot fucking believe this Gen Alpha bullshit. Skibbity Riz, Sigma, Phi, Alpha, Delta, King, whatever. I don't know. And we can sit there and bitch about it to our heart's content. But the reality is, they have a much harder world to grow up in than the one I grew up in. Okay? Because when I was their age, the internet was just starting to really be a thing. The globalness and stuff like that wasn't so much. We weren't constantly as inundated with all the crazy from the world. We had our local crazy. And, but there were things like, Challenger launches and stuff like that we had to deal with. I dealt with that in middle school. But, it's nothing like what these kids in this post-COVID, social media-based, instant gratification world are dealing with. So as much as we bitch about them, we also need to encourage them, tell them we're proud of them for navigating some adult-like challenges at a young age. And I hate to say it, but I will say this, and it's true. They have the possibility this day and age to do more long-term damage to themselves now than we had in our day. And that's scary. So casting protections on them right now, that is definitely a thing. Standing in the gap and doing everything we can to just try to hold the goddamn motherfucking line for them, for our teens and our young people, and to encourage them and let them know they are loved, they are not forgotten, and that we honor their image of themselves while they're coming into finding themselves. They have a lot more options and possibilities, and that is both beautiful for them and confusing for them as well. So we have to hold some space for them. So yeah, let's bitch about the kids. Fine. Yeah. Get off my lawn and all that shit. But at the same point, oh, you're selling Girl Scout cookies. Come on. You're selling pride flags to support the fact that you are choosing your identity and accepting yourself early on. Come on. We need to hold space for that shit too. Okay? They're not living in an easy world right now. And it is nothing. If we are completely honest, it is nothing like what we grew up with. Nothing. And we Zers, or Gen Xers, an Xer, that's right. We Gen Xers, yeah, we had it rough. We were the latchkey kids. We were left alone for long periods of time and all this other stuff. And we had trauma. but they have trauma too. It's just different. Maybe it's harder. Maybe it's easier. Maybe we just think it's easier because we're coming from a place of wisdom and age and experience. But our poor kids right now, our poor kids, just going to say, hold space for them, guys. Hold space for these little kids that are running around, these crazy-ass skibbity Riz Gen Alphas, no cap, and maybe they're sus. I don't know. But they are our future, and we need to remember that. And we train, we teach, we guide, and we hold space as much as we can, and we try as hard as we can to keep them from doing long-term damage to themselves and to others. Please, by all the gods, for all who are here now, who have children, whether they have been, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do this. Hold on. All the little haters out there. It's for all of you guys with kids, this one's for you. All the kids. All the kids. All the kids. They are under attack so much these days. Hold space. All the kids. All the kids. There's so much there waiting to consume them. Past protecting them. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of peace to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago. No, okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll go on that one for a minute. What can I say? Free will to all and harm to none, as we will it is now done, so mote it be. Sometimes that's what all it takes, a little bit of passion. Sorry, soapbox. All right, here, I'll just kick that over to the side. Apologize. Sorry, not sorry. But I think all y'all can hold space for, protecting the kiddos. All right. Ooh, I am burning the fuck up, man. It is so hot. Why can I not delete this line? I'm sitting here hitting the delete key 15 fucking times. And it won't let me delete that. There. Got it. Okay. Sorry. All right. Amber Peters, what do you want for your 3-card mini? Your free mini reading. Ask a question. I see that you donated for a spell. Also, tell me whose name we're putting on the spell. If you guys want to get on the free list, here's how.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm live on Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Every Monday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 9 p.m., and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have occasional daytime shows at random, so be sure to follow. I offer free readings on every live show. The free readings are the reading of the day, and you do not get to ask a question. To join the free list, simply like this video, subscribe or follow me, share this live stream, and then comment the word shared. Your reading will happen during breaks in the priority readings, whether you are here or not. So if you miss it, just go back and rewatch the video on Facebook or YouTube. For those who tip any amount at all, you'll skip the free list, join the priority list for your reading, be able to ask a question, and receive a complimentary money spell blessing. Additionally, you can donate for specialty readings as listed to the right of your screen for $20. It's $35 for mediumship to connect with your departed loved ones or $30 for a channeled message from a divinity of your choice. You can also donate $13 for tonight's signature spell to be cast here on the show, or tonight's signature reading. You could get both for only $21. Ask about what tonight's spell is about. All who donate money for anything go on the priority list and skip the free list line. Your support is truly valued by me and my family, helping me continue to share these moments with you. Don't forget to invite your friends and tune in at the start of every live show for a free Reiki healing experience. Thank you for your generosity, and may you receive abundant blessings as you have blessed me.
Thank you, Natty. All right, so Amber said, okay, please help me. This one is going to be a protection thing. So you just tell me whose name is on that you want to put on the protection spell, Amber. It's a general protection. It's not a release, it's a protection. Okay, so if you want to do the spell for that, then you give me one name for the spell one at a time. So who's protected? You, somebody else, give me who you want protected, Amber. Health, family, and a surprise card, I can do that. Absolutely. But for the spell, give me a name. But yes, for sang your song, we have the Knight of Wands. Self-confidence is the first requisite to great undertaking. And what that is trying to tell you, my dear, is that you have got to grab life by the balls. Grab life by the cojones. Get out there and just do the thing. Keep your guard up, but get out and do the thing, Sang. All right? Lady Cindy, for you, we have the Knight of Cups, and it says there's nothing half so sweet in life as love's young dream. Okay? And for you, Lady Cindy, that I feel like, and you're going to think this is weird, but I feel like you really need to get connected with the young people in your area and offer your pagan high priestess services with them. That is when you are connecting with the young ones that you're really going to be on track. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Mary Sharkus, for you, we have the Four of Cups. Mary, the Four of Cups, yours says, when the music changes, so should the dance. And this is a reminder that you need to follow your dreams, okay? The Four of Cups is the dream card, all right? And when things change, adapt your dreams to the changes that are around you. Don't just put them away, okay? Aw, okay, I'll take a look at that in a little bit, Cindy. That's awesome. But did you hear what I said about connecting with the youth? For whatever reason, I feel like the youth is your calling. You need to work with the youth now. So if that means, like, one of my friends here in Rochester, two of my friends actually here in Rochester, are the pagan chaplain for, one of them's for RAT and one of them's for U of R. Okay. So they actually have an office on campus. Sometimes it's a volunteer. I think that they get some subsidies. I'm not entirely sure, but one of them I know is direct employed by RAT or U of R. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's funny. This is the universe confirming you need to connect with the young ones. You need to connect with the young ones. And I would look into being a chaplain, pagan chaplain or something for maybe University of Oklahoma or some shit like that. If there's a local university or something. If there's a pagan club, work on going there to mentor as a high priestess. Any of those things would be really good for you. I feel like that's a calling for you at this time. Okay? So, Jarek's on school, which, by the way, you guys should really get on school. Okay? If you're not on school, I don't fucking know why. This is my new community. It is free. It is amazing. There is a lot of cool shit that's going to be going down there. We're still growing it. Got about 150 members almost now, and we're just starting to really get the community going. So I'm going to let you guys see a little bit about the school kind of thing and how it works, because I really would like for you guys to get connected.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Witch Coach's Mystic Path. I'm so excited to finally have a space where we can walk together as a free and loving spiritual community. I know some of you are brand new to school, so let me take a few minutes to show you around and explain how it works. When you first come in, the community is our heart. This is where we gather, share, and connect. You're not limited to just commenting on posts anytime you want to start a conversation. Click the plus sign and make a new one. When you do, you'll see different categories you can place your post in, which helps keep everything organized and easy for others to find later. Notifications are completely in your control. You can set them up in your profile so you only get the reminders you want. And if you'd rather have the app on your phone, you can download the school app directly from your Apple Store or your Android Play Store. Once you've installed it, go into your phone's settings to decide how school notifies you, whether it's banners, sound, vibration, or silent. The calendar is where you'll find our live events, classes, and gatherings. If you see something you'd like to join, you can click on the event and add it straight into your personal calendar, whether you're on iPhone or Android, so you don't miss it. The classroom is where the courses live, and you'll notice there are a few different kinds. Some of them are drip courses, where the lessons unlock one at a time, like the empathy exercises for spiritual growth, which releases a new piece each week for your first 6 weeks. Others are unlocked through activity. They're still free, but the more you participate, the more doors open. You'll earn points for posting, liking, commenting, and for the support you give and receive from others. And some courses will be paid, with more opening up in the future through different subscription tiers. At the bottom of many lessons, you'll see a pinned discussion post, and that's where you can share your reflections, ask questions, and talk through what you've just learned with others walking the path alongside you. This space isn't social media. It's something deeper. It's a quiet grove apart from the noise, a place for us to gather without distraction, to learn, to grow, and to walk the mystic path together. I am truly excited for this journey we're about to share. Welcome home.
So yes, I hope you guys all join. And yes, Cindy, I am so glad that you have been active there, and feel free to post all the AI stuff you feel like, okay? And make a post with 20 of them on there, because I'll tell you what, you make some good ass shit, okay? You make some good ass shit. All right, so that being said, let's see, Amber. Okay, so let's do, you wanted a card for health, family, and whatever the universe wants you to know. So let's see, first of all, health. Your health. We have 3 of Wands. There's action that you need to take. You need to get up and get active. Okay? Oh, I'm not on mute anymore. Oh, that's because I was scrolled back up. Never mind. You need to get up and get active, Amber. Okay? Time to get up out your chair. No more sedentary bullshit. All right? Get up and get active and shit. Okay? Get up and move. Move. All right? So, family. Let's pull a card for family for you. We have the Lovers, and I feel like you're going to have a deeper connection with your family. I feel like whatever's going on family-wise for you right now is going to bring you to a really nice point of connection, like that soul connection, that good feeling, that kind of nostalgia. Oh yeah, I like this. This feels good. Okay, kind of thing with family. And what does the universe need you to know right now? Surprise card as you were. We have the High Priestess. Girl, you're leveling up. You're really getting to a better version of yourself. You're really working on getting to the point of really understanding yourself and walking into your own power. Does that make some sense? I really like this one for you, truly. All right. So hopefully that helps and blesses you there for your free win. Now let's do you a spell, girlfriend. You wanted your mom, Teresa. Teresa. All right. So let's get my little stackable system unstacked. Reach in and get a husk. And our handy dandy little magical Sharpie. And it is T-E-R-E-S. T-E-R-S-A. Okay. Teresa. And by the way, if you guys wanted to get the spell and reading, we are going to call last call. This is last call. If you would like to donate for something, last call.
In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury, it's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, the Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell, or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds, when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year.
Okay. So, here we go. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mabon harvest.
In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury.
Stop. Okay. Apparently it didn't want to stop, so it stopped now. Let's try this again. Messed up my energy. Call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Mabon harvest of protection ritual. On Mabon, the day and the night felt equal. In this liminal space, we call protection for a dear love and mom of empathy. First, we bring the harvest near. Grain of the land, bounty, make clear. An offering given, our blessings we send, to guard and protect, shield and defend. With salt of the earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. Upon this husk, a name we write, held in the fire, sealed in light. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. By gods of harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. All right. Amber, I need to let you know that this is done to protect from anything that is not naturally meant to be. Understand that some of the health challenges that your mom is facing are not quite reversible. Some of them are, okay? But this is protecting her from additional pain, additional unnecessary, anything that is not part of her soul contract. But I very much got called out during the spell that this will not protect her from the soul contract and things that she is going through. Understand? So apparently she's got some difficulties and shadows she's got to go through. But this will definitely protect her from outside issues and problems and shit. Okay? So let's do your money spell, my dear. All right, and then we'll finish up our freebies for the night. So here we go. Amber, money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. All right, my darling. Okay, so let's do some more of our freebies here. Where are we at? Jarek. Jarek, for you, we have the 3 of Pentacles. It says a reward of a thing well done is to have done it. And this is just saying make sure you're doing everything without strings. When you're doing things just because you want to, not because you're expecting any kind of transactional anything in return. Okay? That's what I'm getting for you on this one. Becca Crosby, we have here this the Justice card. This above all to thine own self be true, and it must follow as night the day. You cannot then be false to any man. This is saying walk your authenticity. No matter what, walk your authenticity, Becca. Rachel Brady, what do we have for you? Rachel, ooh, Rachel gets the High Priestess. I love this card. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. Go within. The answers are within. The High Priestess always tells us, go deeper, go deeper, go deeper. Okay? Deep calls to deep. Natty. My chocolate goddess. Natty. 2 of Wands. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Take action, girl. Take action. Take action in the ways that make sense to you. Don't hold back. Okay? Sure as fuck don't hold back for our sake. Amber, for you, we have, the Chariot. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Girl, you have got to take the things that don't seem like they're working together and make them work for you. Build your own vehicle, a vehicle of your own design, and do it your fucking way. All right? Yeah. Rawr, Natty. You can do it. Okay, we got the Rosie Riveter thing going. There you go. All right. Dr. Priya, for you in the Netherlands at dark 30 in the fucking morning. Ace of Pentacles. Wealth is the ability to fully experience life. This is not telling you to go out and make more money. This is telling you to find more experiences. And in the experiences, you will find the connections that you need. Okay. So, Jonathan, who got on here late, but John, if you're wanting to donate for a spell, just tell me and I will do the Mabon spell for you because I just called last call. So let me know. Meanwhile, John, your card here is a death card. It says, death twitches in my ear. Live, he says, for I'm coming. This is basically telling you changes are coming. Big changes are coming your way. Okay? So, yeah. Randy says, I have been out of the truth for years. I need to re-understand. What truth are you needing to re-understand, Randy? Because you know what? There are truths which are based in facts. Facts are truths. Facts are like these are facts. Facts are facts. But how we interpret the facts becomes our reality. And the truth can be very variable at that point. And especially when we're talking about like spiritual paths, your truth and my truth are going to be different. And yes, you want to use the mentorship for it, Jonathan? I got you. Whose name we want protected, sweetheart? And just so you know, this is the spell we're doing tonight.
In this uncertain world, protection is no luxury, it's a necessity. We walk through shadows of envy, of fear and uncertainty, and struggle. Far too often, what we've worked so hard to grow feels fragile, at risk of being undone. That is why I am casting the Mabon harvest of protection spell and ritual. At the turning of the year, when light and dark hold each other in balance, I call on the gods of harvest to shield the one who is named. With grain and salt, husk and flame, I seal them in divine keeping, so what has been sown cannot be stolen or destroyed. This spell may be cast for you or for one you dearly wish to protect. Alongside the ritual, the Harvest of Protection Tarot reading will reveal the dangers that press close, the promise of the gods who guard you, and the harvest that is waiting to be gathered into your hands. Each is offered for $13. The spell, or the reading, or both together in sacred union for $21. This is the moment between worlds, when the veil of balance opens. Come to the circle tonight, claim the protection, and carry your blessings safely into the darker half of the year.
I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me on this Mabon day, where the night and the day are held in bound, to cast the Harvest of Protection spell for my friend and brother, Jonathan. First, we bring the harvest near, grain of the land, bounty made clear, an offering given, our blessings we send to guard and protect, to shield and defend. With salt of earth, protection is laid, a barrier strong where shadows fade. On the husk, a name we write, held in the fire, sealed in light. John, you got some strong magic coming up against you, dude. This one is just almost refusing to light, and I ain't letting it. So somebody's casting shit on you again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Corn and grain, all that falls shall rise again. By gods of harvest, hear this claim. Protect the one who bears this name, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. John. Who the fuck is fucking with you this time? Because you got some energies coming against you, buddy. Okay? Go and do your curse breaking. Go do your shit. Okay? Because we've got you under protection. And guys, this is going to live on my dark energy altar all year, because I'm using this. The burn that's from this spell is all going to be made into black salt And it is going to be held in a jar container that'll be on my dark energy, aka my protection altar, until next Mabon. Along with her. I mean, she is my corn doll I made last Mabon, and she has been very, very strong in her energy, so that's why she's presiding over the spell work tonight, okay? So, and you can make your own corn doll, too, just so you know. It's a great thing to celebrate Mabon with. Randy, you said you're Wiccan, and this you know, and you feel this, you see, but you've not practiced for many years. I've had too many tell me what I have to do. Please tell me you are real. In her name I ask, in her name I answer. I am the mother. I am the goddess. All acts of love and pleasure are my ritual. In her name I answer you. It is not about what you do. It is about being called. There's no wrong way. There's only as you feel the call within, which know thyself. This is where it starts. This is where it begins. This is where the power is. Aside from ritual, aside from religion, it is about relationship. It is about the witch, male or female, or anything in between. It is about which know thyself. It is only in going within that we find our true selves and our true wisdom. And it is in balance that we walk. We are a spectrum. We are a spectrum, and all colors of the rainbow, all parts of the spectrum, weave this beautiful tapestry underneath the heavens. So yes, Randy, people can tell you what the fuck to do. There's 1.5 million books. Let me give you a community for you to join, buddy. To come and get to know other pagans and people that aren't going to gatekeep the living fucking shit out of you, okay? This is a non-social media, my dream community. And there's actually a lesson on Introduction to Witchcraft. There's a 6-week lesson on how to reconnect or connect, Randy, with your spiritual gifts, your empathic gifts. It's the Empathy Exercises course, and it's a 6-week course. It's all for free. All this is free because we need a community. We need a place where we come together where the rule is don't be a dick, okay? Do not be a dick. Don't be a dick in any regards. Just being an asshole style dick, being a let me go and try to tell people what to do kind of dick. Let me try to help you by taking over your shit kind of dick. Let me overly promote myself kind of dick. Don't be a dick. That's the only rule in the group. Don't be a dick. You're a dick, I'll warn you, and they'll kick you. Okay? But it's not social media, Randy. And I guarantee you get on there, you ask questions. I posted an article today about, are you bad at witching? Okay? Because there are some people that think, oh, I'm bad at being a witch. I'm bad at witching. I'm bad at it. I don't celebrate Mabon. Okay? Yeah, today's Mabon. I don't always celebrate Mabon. Hell, I had somebody call me, a dear friend of mine call me today and say, I didn't even know this was a fucking holiday. I know some stuff, but I feel ignorant because I didn't know that Mabon was a thing. And I'm like, oh, well, it's just the equinox. And it's a liminal space, night and dark. The wheel is changing. We're going from where the days were longer. Now today it's even. And tomorrow the days will be shorter and the nights will be longer. And that goes into the dark half of the year. This is the time of the year where we are working on getting in our harvest, but we're also working on preserving our harvest so that we can have our winter stores. So because we don't have to do that so much anymore because we got Walmart or grocery store we can go to, what is our harvest then? Okay, well, what are you planting out there? If you're planting rutabagas, you're going to get rutabagas. If you're planting good vibes, you're going to harvest good vibes. If you're planting your dreams, you're going to harvest something in regards to your dreams. You're going to get what you're putting out. Okay? And then we have to protect it and preserve it to carry us through the dark parts of the year. So, yeah, it doesn't matter whether you know these things or not. If your observation of Mabon is doing what we're doing and casting spells and ooh, ah, wow, we got magic going. That's great. If your idea of celebrating Mabon is, oh, the trees are colors. The leaves are changing. Oh, that's pretty. That's fine too. If your idea of celebrating the new moon is, oh, it's so dark tonight, I'm sleepy, nap time, go for it. If your idea of celebrating the full moon is, oh, she pretty, I got us, fine. There's not a wrong way. Oh, but you have to have a black candle or a purple candle or whatever. You know what? Let me fucking tell you something, dude. Okay, let me fucking tell you something. Okay? And I see your question. I'll answer that in just a second, Jonathan. I have no idea what I was about to say because I got distracted by the message from Jonathan. Yes, I see that. Yeah, there's really no wrong way of doing this. And if somebody tells you there's a wrong way, they can go fuck themselves. This is a personal thing for you guys, okay? Faith, like, subscribe, and share. I am at my last call because I'm calling quits here shortly. But if you would like to like, subscribe, and share, let me know you've shared. I will get you a free card. Jonathan wants to know if somebody whose name he shared with me privately is attempting to do magic on him. Yes, there is a trichetta, by the way, that was underneath the burn bowl, and I'm trying not to move the trichetta. It's a necklace that I created in the trichetta, and it's beautiful because it's all jasper, earthy, and fall colors, and I love it. All right, and there's like howlite in there and a lot of different protections. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Swords. Yes, but not as successfully as this person would like. Okay? This person is definitely casting and attempting to do magic on you. Yes. Feels quite justified in doing it and is doing long-term workings on you. In other words, I feel like you're in a jar. You got jarred. All right. So it's meant to be like a long-term, kind of like that incremental curse, like me every day get worse than the last kind of thing is kind of what I'm feeling like what is going. It's more of a long-term kind of thing. You are in a jar, buddy. You're in a jar. Okay. So fucking break it or have me break it. Either or. I know you're perfectly capable of fucking breaking it if you fucking want to, but if you need me to, I know the person. So absolutely. And that person's signature energy is all over your shit. So, and this is not surprising considering the nature of said person and the vindictive bullshit kind of whatever kind of thing said person does. Randy says, thank you. I spent 16 active duty. I was a killer and I knew that was wrong, but I was good at it. And I always fought that. Now I'm old looking for a good vibe, but old school always calls me back. Yes. No, you know what? This whole love and light, Randy, and I see where you're coming from. The love and light is called spiritual bypassing. Okay. If a witch doesn't have a shadow, it's because she's not standing in the light. We are not all like love and light. That's about as good as thoughts and prayers. Worth fucking nothing. Nothing. Boop, boop, pop. Nothing. Okay. What is, you know what? I exert my will. I exert my power. And sometimes that means standing up for freedom. Sometimes that means going to battle. Sometimes that means going to war. And I'll tell you what, a witch that cannot hex cannot fucking heal. All right? Why? I'll tell you why. Okay? Think about cancer for a minute. Okay? Cancer is a living cell. Cancer is a living organism. All right? These cancer cells are alive and reproducing. So if you want to cure somebody of cancer, guess what you got to do? Death magic. Yeah, you got to fucking kill cancer. That's death magic. That's baneful magic. Okay, in my room here, in my witch's room, my office, I've got my main altar, I've got my dark energy altar, I've got my prosperity altar, I've got my ancestor altar, and I've got my desk altar, working altar here. Okay, plus crap everywhere else anyway. As you know, I'm a witch and I have way too many fucking crystals. Just saying. But, Jonathan, let me ask, are you still prohibited from cursing this person? Wait. I feel like it's either wait or you should not do it directly. Because she's actually got fairly strong protections up against you specifically. So if you need a bounce back or something like that, then it's possibility that somebody else can do it. Maybe I can do it for you. If I do it, I'm probably not going to do the same curse level, but it will definitely be a reckoning. It'll be a justice. That's what I'm willing to do. I'm not willing to go for full out on this person, but I will do a justice and calling back to them what they've put on you. So I'm rubber, you're glue. What you tried to send to Jonathan bounces off of him and goes back to you. I have no qualms about that. So cursing, it's a valid thing. You know, I curse scammers. I love cursing scammers. They get so upset and reactive, especially the ones from other countries that actually know the reality of magic. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, if you need to, let me know. All right. So, and yes, you can definitely, but not tonight because I'm going to do the rest of my Mabon magic tonight. And I've got a special spell to cast for Valkyrie for a clear sight spell. So yeah. All right, freebie for our new person, Faith. Hi, Faith, because you gotta have faith like you've never heard that before. For you, we have the Hermit, okay? And it says, nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Many times people feel like the Hermit is about getting the fuck away from everything. No, it's about getting fucking perspective, because what it is like, imagine that this is a tree. And you're so close up to this tree, you cannot see around what's going on. I can't tell what's going on. Hello. Okay, let me climb up the tree, get a better overview. Oh, that's where I need to go to get out of this. And that's what's happening over there. Okay, that's what the Hermit's really about. Okay, so this is a big thing. This is getting away from things so you can see the dangers. Getting away from things so you can see what's really going on and what needs to be happening and where you need to be going. Okay, Faith? So you got to get away from this like close up, myopic, microscopic, like I can't see around this shit. Let me just step away from a minute. Now I can see. Okay, the tree is still there, but I can see all this stuff now that I couldn't see here. Okay, so hopefully that helps and makes sense. Randy says, I smile because I use magic every time before I went into combat. Never had a man not show up. Thank you. Now I understand that they do not practice does not mean that they do not believe. That's why I'm there. Yeah, absolutely. You know what? The Druids and so many old pagan practices did practice ritual sacrifice. It is not this all like vegan and we're not killing any animals kind of thing. No, I mean, hell, in the Celtic lore by itself, we had the Wicker Man. And no, that's not just a fucking old school horror movie. That's a literal effigy that they have for the Year King. They would choose somebody from the village, from volunteers, hopefully, sometimes. Other times it was whatever. But they would choose somebody to become the Year King. And for a year, he would be treated to the best of everything. All the women he wanted, married or not, who fucks cares? If you got pregnant by him, then that was your blessing, okay? The best of the food. Seriously. He could work, but and hunt, but he got the best of everything, okay? And at the end of the year, right there, he's gone, done. They kill him, spread his blood to the land. And that ensured a proper harvest. Later, that became like they only did that in extreme cases. And then later from there, it became the great rite where the priest and the priestess would go and fuck in the fields and use the lovemaking in the fields to create prosperity. So they kind of moved away from the human sacrifice after a bit. Or they would start doing the Wicker Man and burn an effigy rather than actually kill a real person. So, I mean, you know, the path is not all love and light. And if anybody tells you that shit, well, they're into Lululand, okay? So, all right, my friends, I have got some more Mabon work to do. Okay, and yes, most ate the animal after utilized all of the animal. But no, it's paganism is not a love and light path. This is a path of power. This is a path of responsibility. This is a path of understanding self. This is a path of walking the darkness in order to get to the light. Carradine herself shows us that we go in her cauldron. We are disassembled, and like Johnny Five, we are reassembled and into a higher and greater self. The gods help those who help themselves. You know what I mean? You're Wiccan. But if you, so what? If you choose to be a Wiccan, you choose to be a Wiccan. The proverbial they can suck a fucking egg. All right, Randy? They can suck an egg because they are not you and they aren't living your life. And you did what you had to do. You were in the military. You served. Thank you very much. Appreciate your service. You had to do some things that I'm sure you got some PTSD from. All right? But those things are necessary. And the darkness is just as necessary in this world as the fucking light. Okay? Just like today. Today is a day of balance. And a day of today in the Wheel of Year reminds us that the dark and the light hold equal sway and equal importance. Half the year is ruled by light, half the year is ruled by dark. So it is without, so it is within. This is the true meaning of as above, so below. I don't know that you're righteous. I don't know that you're not righteous. Righteousness is a judgment. And nobody can judge you but you. Okay? So if you did what you did in the service of the greater good, then I would say that, yeah, it was a righteous kill. If you're doing what you're doing legally and in the service of the greater good, you did what you had to do at the time. Does that mean that you grab an AK and go shooting up now? No. Because that's not legal and it's not for the greater good. You may think it's for the greater good. You may delulu yourself into it, but you're not in the service. No killing people. That's not the answer. Okay? But there's a context for everything. You were in the military. You're in an action. You're in an active combat situation. It's kill or be killed. Fucking do it. Get out and fucking do it. But when you're in a domestic situation, yeah, killing, nah. It's not okay. Does that make sense? Does that help you, Randy? Meanwhile, do get on the Mystic Path. Let me share that with you. Okay? Join this link. Click that link. Okay? It's not social media. It's school. Okay? So would love to see you guys there. Meanwhile, I got a lot of stuff to do this evening. So I am going to call it quits for the night. And hopefully we'll see you guys on Thursday. And I might even do an impromptu live tomorrow. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following. And maybe I'll do an impromptu one tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Merry meet. Merry part. Until we merry meet again. Blessed be y'all.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Witch Coach's Mystic Path. I'm so excited to finally have a space where we can walk together as a free and loving spiritual community. I know some of you are brand new to school, so let me take a few minutes to show you around and explain how it works. When you first come in, the community is our heart. This is where we gather, share, and connect. You're not limited to just commenting on posts anytime you want to start a conversation. Click the plus sign and make a new one. When you do, you'll see different categories you can place your post in, which helps keep everything organized and easy for others to find later. Notifications are completely in your control. You can set them up in your profile so you only get the reminders you want. And if you'd rather have the app on your phone, you can download the school app directly from your Apple Store or your Android Play Store. Once you've installed it, go into your phone's settings to decide how school notifies you, whether it's banners, sound, vibration, or silent. The calendar is where you'll find our live events, classes, and gatherings. If you see something you'd like to join, you can click on the event and add it straight into your personal calendar, whether you're on iPhone or Android, so you don't miss it. The classroom is where the courses live, and you'll notice there are a few different kinds. Some of them are drip courses, where the lessons unlock one at a time, like the empathy exercises for spiritual growth, which releases a new piece each week for your first 6 weeks. Others are unlocked through activity, They're still free, but the more you participate, the more doors open. You'll earn points for posting, liking, commenting, and for the support you give and receive from others. And some courses will be paid, with more opening up in the future through different subscription tiers. At the bottom of many lessons, you'll see a pinned discussion post, and that's where you can share your reflections, ask questions, and talk through what you've just learned with others walking the path alongside you. This space isn't social media. It's something deeper. It's a quiet grove apart from the noise, a place for us to gather without distraction, to learn, to grow, and to walk the mystic path together. I am truly excited for this journey we're about to share. Welcome.